So the next big Misfits boxing event is just around the corner, and the most anticipated fight is the HSTikkyTokky Vs George Fensom fight, and this fight isn't even going to be close. It's not like they're both these really skilled boxers and they're really amazing and talented. Obviously, one fighter is definitely better than the other. If you don't know who that is, then you've got to be a George Fensom fan, because it's obviously HSTikkyTokky. And if you are a George Fensom fan, today I'm going to tell you exactly why you shouldn't be. Now, before I start getting into any clips or anything like that, I do just want to say I have respect for anyone that jumps in the ring. But if you're going to be jumping in the ring and you're not that skilled, you definitely shouldn't be going around boasting about how you're going to knock someone out, especially someone with significantly more experience and technique than you. So just to warm you guys up, I'm going to show a couple clips from the press conference.
HSTikkyTokky and George Fensom.
Oh, a little bit of push. Oh.
Somebody's got to get the security in there. HS takes him down, and they are going at it.
People usually say, oh, so cringe, they're fighting up on stage and stuff, but George Fensom did start this with a little bit of a push, as maybe like a joke. He's smiling, obviously, but HSTikkyTokky is there saying, no, I'm not fucking playing about with you. You might be a shit boxer, but I will destroy you mentally and physically. And just by kind of showing that he's not here to play about, that is going to change George Fensom's mindset just a little bit, because he will quickly realize that actually this isn't a game. Boxing isn't some sort of funny thing where you can be smiling whilst you're fighting and stuff. No, you have to lock the fuck in. Anyway, now I've got some clips from the open workout, and this is where we're going to get a rough idea to kind of compare the two, I suppose. I do also have some more clips of George Fensom training as well, which from roughly 2 weeks ago, so obviously not much has changed at all, if anything. The only other clips I can find of HSTikkyTokky training are from like a year ago, and obviously a lot happens in a year, so it wouldn't really be fair to compare the two from those clips. But yeah, let's get into these ones.
Nah, you're a fucking good fighter, bro. Serious. Especially for the amount of boxing training you've done. Like, can't lie. Serious fighter, bro.
Let's expand upon that. So there was the, I believe...
I was meant to fight.
Why are you fighting all the...
I just want to point out how fucking stiff this guy is. Now, if you are this guy's coach, you should genuinely lose your job for putting him in to fight. I understand it's kind of a creator's thing, and yeah, a creator wants to get big, put them on the Misfits or the DAZN boxing card, whatever. But this guy is not ready to step in the ring. I mean, he's got a fucking hat on whilst he's training.
Fruity guys, bro. This guy does OF for a living. He gets his knob out for gays. Nothing wrong with it, but you can...
Once again,
everyone has their craft.
for the language.
Everyone has their craft. Look at this dude.
Someone might look at that training and think, you know what, he's okay. Maybe he's been training for, you know, a month, which I would probably say is fair, yeah. But all of that boxing training will go as soon as he steps in that ring, because it's not ingrained into him. It's so obvious. He has to think about every single move, even the fucking blockings. He's seeing the arm come and he's putting his hand down like that. That's just like his natural reaction to do. He hasn't been taught to step out the way or to lean away from the punch or lean into the punch. There's none of that shit. It's literally just him kind of guessing, but also basing off of what he sort of knows. And as soon as that adrenaline is pumping and he's actually in the ring ready to fight, that's going to be fucking over. Anyway, now it's time for HSTikkyTokky's training, and he's training with Ed Matthews.
I haven't been asked to do my hair, so it's going to have to be a hat thing.
Hey, I respect it. Now, we've got HSTikkyTokky, and he was very confident when we were just talking with him. He said he wasn't trying to disrespect you at all, but he was laughing at your pad work.
Yeah.
Now, look, some trained boxers might say, oh, HSTikkyTokky does look a little bit stiff there. He's not too fluid, but it is quite obvious that he's taking the fucking piss. Like, he hasn't got gloves on. There's no mitts. It's literally just him slipping the fucking batons. But even with him taking the piss, it's so obvious who the better boxer is here.
Of course he was. Look, at the end of the day, you got to think, I've gone from training in my gym in my hometown with my trainer that I know to come into a different country, a really hot, I'm not trying to make excuses, but a completely different environment, you know.
So yeah, those are the training clips from both of them. If your eyes are perceiving you, it's pretty fucking obvious who the better boxer is. HSTikkyTokky by a literal mile. Obviously, this comes completely down to experience and how long they've both been training. And to be honest, considering how long George has been training for, he's not terrible, but he's so incredibly stiff. Unless he's putting an act on, that would be fucking genius. You know, maybe he's been training all his life, but it's quite hard to fake that stiffness unless you are actually that stiff. Anyway, I want to make you guys cringe just a little bit more, because I do actually have a couple more clips from George Fensom, and I will justify all of this shit talking very soon. In the next clip that I show you guys, I will fucking justify it. So let's really try lock in, get through this training, because wow, it's painful to watch. And yeah.
1, 2. Better. Again.
Now, for those of you that don't box, I'm just going to break down some very basic things here. So, for starters, his knees, they're almost not bent at all, so he's not really able to transfer any weight whatsoever. He's also flat-footed, and his front foot, he's more on his heel than he is on kind of like the front of his foot. But not only that, when he sends a jab, he's not moving his front foot. So, for those of you who have never boxed or trained any sort of martial art, you know, when you have your guard up and you're sending a jab, you're meant to transfer your weight, and then you're meant to step forwards to put even more of your weight into it. So you can almost feel the weight moving from one side of your body to the other and almost coming down your arm in a way, coming to your knuckle at the very end. His guard has come right down as soon as he's rolled. That's a perfect opportunity for HSTikkyTokky to just knock him out. He's not even blocking an uppercut there. Like, it would be so easy for HSTikkyTokky to just send a left hook or send a right hook or send an uppercut. It doesn't fucking matter. He could even send a jab here. It's going to hit him because we know his head doesn't move for shit because of how stiff he is. Anyway, now it's time to justify all of this shit talking, because you might be seeing these clips and think, oh man, I feel a bit bad for him. You know, he's going in the ring, he's trying his best, he's gonna get fucking mauled by HSTikkyTokky. This is the shit that he's done.
Some fucking joke. Stupid fucking prick.
Yeah, so where that little red dot is, that is shit. I'm not joking. That is literal shit. And that isn't the only angle of it. I'm going to have to paint over the pictures because obviously I can't show it on YouTube. So yeah, here you go. Yeah, that last one did actually say you're getting KO'd. I don't know what world or what planet you're fucking from. Anyway, HSTikkyTokky did have a bit of an interview, and this is in response to George putting shit in his hotel room. Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
Now he's been talking up a little bit. We've all seen the video this morning. Can you explain a little bit what happened with that?
I mean, I think he just organised with misfits to put shit in my room, but that's not even the hotel I was staying at. It was going to be, but now I've just booked another one and gone and stayed there, but it was quite funny.
What a fucking fail. HSTikkyTokky doesn't seem too annoyed about it, and to be honest, why would you be if you'd booked another hotel? Misfits does have a pretty bad track record for fucking people over before their fights by putting them in really horrible hotels, so I really can't blame him for booking another one nearby.
I don't have any like hate towards him. I think he's like a funny guy. I feel a bit peaked that he's gonna have to be in the ring with me, to be honest. I feel like a bit of a bully, but it is what it is. He's signed up to it, I've signed up to it, so let's run it.
I can't blame him for feeling like a bit of a bully, because he is going to be a fucking bully in that ring. It's literally just going to be him sending shots at him, dodging them, him turning to the ref for a quick moment, end the fucking fight please, and then going back, uppercutting him. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised if all of George's nice shiny white teeth were gone by the end of this fight, because it's going to be fucking destruction. It's not going to be a close fight at all. It's not going to be fair. This is going to be like watching prime Mike Tyson fight like a 6-year-old girl. Like, I'm not joking. It's going to be horrific. Like, yes, George has a little bit of training, but I wouldn't even fucking count it. And HSTikkyTokky has already been training for well over a year. So in what world you'd look at this and say, yeah, that's a fair fight? I don't fucking know. I really wouldn't be surprised if George pulled out of this fight, especially if he sees this video as well. Please pull out. Like, you're going to get yourself seriously hurt. But yeah, I've just wanted to talk about this a little bit because I fucking love fighting, and that's about it. See ya.